Hey friends, we're here for today's edition of the Feed Review, Instagram Feed Reviews, hopefully on the daily here in the Instagram collaborative group. It's a little bit loud today. My husband's working in the garage, but you guys just need the information, right? You guys don't care what it sounds like. So even though it's going to be loud, we're still going to do our broadcast. Today we're going to review Megan's Instagram account. There he is. Hey! We're going to review Megan's account, and I picked her today because what she was asking really fell in line with the blog post I just released this morning. So, without further ado, let's go look over at Megan's feed, and I'll give you a little bit of feedback about what I think about what she's doing on Instagram. Okay, so Megan's question right here, she says, if you have time, me too, I'm trying to find my core post points and get my feed more cohesive. Well, Megan, what I'm thinking you mean by core post points is what I talked about in my blog post, which is all about finding your content pillars and really knowing, and as far as like brand awareness, what you're trying to get across in your Instagram magazine. So we're going to go over here to her feed, Sunshine and Jets. First of all, love that she put a picture of herself with her kids in her bio. You guys know that I'm a real stickler for that. I love seeing people's faces, and if not your face, then just you, yourself, and your kids. This is great for people that are shy and don't want those selfies of just themselves. You guys can totally bring in other people, and you guys can try different compositions. So here, she's not even looking at the camera, but it's still cute. You get what she's all about. You know, what I'm assuming at first glance with her bio photo is she's kind of like a mom blogger or like a mom Instagrammer. This feed is going to be about her life as a mom with her kids. And as far as I scroll to her first 9 images, that's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing images of these adorable children, her with her kids, them, active, playing around. They have the cutest dog ever. Super jealous about that. And then just living life, doing things. This, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's in Vegas, the Luxor. I love it. I love that you're sharing images of your family and you're present in these photos. So it is about you as a personal brand, but also about them and your lives together. I love this. I love all of the photos look like they have the same filters and they're shot the same, even though they're unique compositions. Hold on. Got to decline that. My aunt has to call me back. So far at first glance, I get it. I totally love the approach. I love the images. I think that visually you're doing great, and I would absolutely, just based on this first glance, I'd hit follow for sure, and I'm going to right now. And it just makes sense. So I think that's super branded. I'm going to come up here though to your bio and look this over because I think you're maybe missing a couple opportunities. So I clicked this button and this is what I got. I got to HelloFresh. So that makes me think that maybe you are sponsored by HelloFresh. Or maybe you're like an affiliate or whatever you call that. And so this bit.ly link does not tell me what I'm getting when I click over. Nothing in your bio is telling me why I should click over. I do see that you have a post about HelloFresh, but I would like to probably see something about, living life. Click here to learn more about our meal planning or how I manage meals for my family or whatever it is. Give me a reason why I need to click this and actually make this bit.ly link. So let me go into bit.ly really quick. I don't know if you know this. You might already know. But when you add in like a long link for bit.ly, create bit link. So if I paste this URL, I can click create. And you can customize this. So right now, this is what it gives me, and you can copy, and you probably pasted it in, but you can come in here into customize, and you can say, Hello Fresh code, or something like that, or Hello Fresh with Megan. Whatever you want to use, I don't care. But make this something to where we know what it is, because I'm not going to click bit.ly links if I don't know what I'm getting. And give people a reason to do that. And I do love that is, if you are an affiliate, you're actually sharing content about it. I see a lot of people when they become sponsors, they're just like, I'm just going to throw up my link and then that's it. No, I like that you're actually putting out content, talking about how you use it. I think that's amazing. Let me go down a little bit further. And still I'm seeing very cohesive content. You got your husband in there. I love those Wolfpack shirts. These are really cute. I feel really good about it. I think that your content going down, it's all cohesive. It all makes sense. I think one thing, going back to your question, oh my gosh, seriously. I love Jacqueline's gifts. They make me laugh so hard. I feel like you're already really cohesive. I think for you, maybe where you're stuck is finding those core post points. And so if you guys want to head over to my blog post, I'll put a link in this copy of this post. If you go to read the blog, sorry, this is kind of taking a while. If you go to read the blog and you go to today's post, it is about brand awareness content. And it's the freebie for today is you can download a questionnaire, and that will break it down, and so you guys can really know what your content pillars are. I also have an audio mini cast that you guys can listen to. But really quick, let's look at the questionnaire itself. Let me find it. Brand awareness. Let me open this up. Ooh, come on. Okay, let me make sure you guys can still see that. Yeah, you can. Okay. So going down, the questionnaire is really asking you, okay, what is my overarching industry? So what section does my Instagram magazine, quote unquote magazine, where does it belong? Does it belong in lifestyle? Hers probably does. Does it belong in motherhood and family? Actually, hers probably be better suited for motherhood and family, so I'd probably select that. You can print this out, you can check mark that box. And just because you're in motherhood and family doesn't mean you can't include other things. Right, so this is an old version of this, so I didn't change this out. But for your content pillar 1, maybe you're super interested in recipes because if we look, obviously HelloFresh is something you're going to be posting content about. So maybe that's what you want to put as your content pillar. Megan, maybe recipes or food is going to be one of those content pillars. Her second content pillar, this is not the right title, but the one that you download will be. Her second content pillar might just be, her family, and she's already sharing a ton of that, which is awesome. And so looking at her feed, something else that might be a pillar for her is maybe education. It's her kids reading, and it doesn't have to be if this isn't you, Megan, that's fine. But maybe education is a big thing, and fostering learning in these kids. I'm seeing a couple of posts about that. I would put that as another content pillar. That's something you really want to talk about. And then the fourth one can be up to you. If you are interested in home design, home decor, I'm seeing a few posts about that. Maybe that's something you really want to flesh out a little bit more. Add that in. If you want to flesh out maybe more about your husband and couples and romance and just being married, if you want something like that to be more of the forefront of your brand, add that in as your content pillar. It might be something where you just want to talk about more sponsored post things. HelloFresh is one thing, but I don't know if you're sponsored with anything else. But if you want to be, maybe kids fashion is going to be the next thing. I'm not really clicking into these posts, so maybe that's already something that you're talking about. But here, fashion, here we go. This might be what you want to focus on. It could be mom and kids fashion. That can be your fourth content pillars. And so just by fleshing those out and deciding in your brand awareness content what you're going to really focus on, maybe you don't have a lot of promotional content right now. Maybe a lot of it is brand awareness. And that's okay. You can make your entire feed brand awareness if you want. But I would also focus on how you can start using those content pillars that you've decided on using and still giving value to people, right? And so when I say giving value, some people get confused by this, and this is the example I always give them. Actually, let me go back and put the screen back to me. Okay, so when I talk about giving value versus brand awareness, something that might be brand awareness would be me and my daughter love to read Harry Potter. We've read all of the books together, and then after we finish a book, we go ahead and we watch the movies. That might be considered brand awareness. It's something that you're learning about me, about my family, about what's important to me, what I'm interested in, just my life in general, so you can kind of get familiar with me and who I am. Something that would be giving value instead would be I just finished the Alchemist book, and this is what I learned. These are the 3 takeaways that I got from this book. This is how I'm going to apply it to my life. This is how you can apply it to your life. Maybe join with me and read the book and let me know what you think. That might be giving value. You're creating a positive change in people's lives versus show and tell. This is what I'm doing. This is all about me. You're making it about them and giving them something. And so you can use that rule of thumb however you want. Maybe with your content pillar, it's going to be food. And so instead of just showing this is our HelloFresh box, this is us unboxing our stuff, these are the ingredients that we're getting, isn't this amazing, it's saving me so much time. That would be brand awareness, that's sharing about yourself. But something that would be giving value still within that content pillar would be, here's a recipe, this is a video of me sped up, but we're making soup, or we're making chicken skewers, or whatever it is. It's giving them something, you're giving them a recipe. Or maybe here's a crock pot, quick crock pot meal. here's a grocery list you need to buy or need to go through and buy to supplement. HelloFresh gives you these ingredients, but you might need to go buy cumin, onion powder, and butter, whatever. You know, it's like a quick little 2-second thing, but it's giving them value and helping them you make the most of that HelloFresh box. So those are my suggestions for you. Hopefully you are going to take those ideas and use them for your feed. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. Happy to kind of go more deep into this if you have more questions. But those are my suggestions for you. If you guys are having problems with your brand awareness content, go read that blog post, download your freebie, and listen to the audio cast because that will help you kind of really wrap your mind around it. So talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.